our platform is a total rejection of how the matrix system, I call it the matrix system, uh, the corporations and capitalism has financialized nature itself, Mother Earth. It involves a process that if you engage nature, and in this case, the air that we breathe, the carbon dioxide that's in the atmosphere, it's in the trees, it's part of the photosynthesis, the cycle of life process, that in order to bring that life into a carbon trading system, you got to determine whose property right it is. It's a property right issue. And so at the end of the day, it's the private corporations who have the legal right to the carbon that's being traded in the atmosphere. So it's a form of capture of nature, the privatization and commodification of the sacred. It's that serious to our indigenous mindset. It's a concept that's based around something that's dark and not good. It's evil, in fact, has been the translation of some of our people here from the north. So that's why we feel that the humanity, the citizens of the United States have to really look at the devil in the details. What does this mean when terminology is used that we can use nature based as a solution to climate? We're looking at zero net emissions. We're looking at using trees as a carbon sink so that corporations can say, I've gone carbon neutral. But like Chevron in Richmond, California, they continue to produce greenhouse gases and release carbon dioxide. And when communities question them, what are you doing about climate change? And you're continuing to pollute with and not doing anything to cut your carbon emissions. They say you don't understand, you know. And the community basically, and this is my translation, the community says, well, what is it we don't understand? The corporation says, you know, we are pursuing carbon neutrality. And how are you doing that? The community asks, well, we're purchasing carbon credits to protect the trees of the Amazon. It's the lungs of the world. And the community says, well, here locally, you're continuing to pollute. You're continuing to expand, and we're dying from respiratory illnesses. Your carbon footprint here in the north is just as bad as it was when we started to organize around climate change. So that's the issue that we're facing now when they tell farmers, um, you know, you don't need to till your soil. We can give you climate smart seeds that doesn't require much, you know, moisture, water, and we'll pay you. In fact, we'll pay you for protecting the carbon in the soil. So now we have the soil, the Mother Earth, being used in a privatization system. If you really look at the legalities, the soil, the carbon in the soil is ending up being owned by the corporations. It's that serious. And but on the other end, that we have to see is that the governments of the North, which are main polluters, uh, and and uh, and the corporations, you know, they're not cutting their emissions at source. That's the terminology we got to look at. Are they cutting their emissions at the source? No, they're using these scams. They're using trees as sinks, and there's a lot of money being created. in this. It's being exchanged within the matrix system.